Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Richard III. We're getting towards the end of the play and we get to hear from Richmond today in the scene that the folio calls Act 5, Scene 2, but other versions call Act 5, Scene 3 because they decided to split it up for whatever reason. It's a war. That's what's happening. There's a war about to happen. It's actually kind of sort of the night before the war, and Richard and his camp have set up over here, and he asked for paper and pen, and he wants somebody to tell Stanley that if Stanley doesn't show up with his army like first thing in the morning, then Stanley's son is going to die. And Richmond's camp is set up over here, and he also asked for paper and pen and asked somebody to bring Stanley to him so they could chat for a second. Because remember, Stanley is Richmond's father-in-law, so the kid that's being held hostage is technically Richmond's brother, half-brother, step-brother, full brother, I'm not exactly sure, but they are related. And Stanley had wanted to defect to Richmond's side anyway, because at this point, like, Richard has just been so awful. He has had so many people killed. He had Buckingham killed and Hastings. Did he have Hastings killed? He had the two young princes, Edward and Richard, killed. He had Lady Anne killed. He's just being really ruthless about his rise to power. And he's still kind of riding a high. He thinks that he's going to win this and it's not going to be any sort of problem. He thinks he's just going to be done with Richmond really quick and that's going to be it. But Stanley kind of has other plans because he doesn't like Richard anymore. So he's working as like a double agent right now. He can't let Richard know that he's on Richmond's side because then his son will get killed, but he's feeding information to Richmond. And the message that he gave Richmond yesterday, like he came to Richmond's camp because Stanley's camp is like a half a mile away from Richard's camp. So he was able to sneak away when Richmond sent for him, and he went to Richmond and he's like, okay, I would love to be able to sit and chat, but time is short and they're going to kill my son in the morning if they know that I'm working with you. But what you're going to do is you're going to attack first thing in the morning, and I'm going to tell him that you're coming like mid-morning, whatever. So hopefully you'll be able to get a jump on him and that will help you win the war. And he's like, but I gotta go. I have to get back now. And Richmond said, good lords, conduct him to his regiment. I'll strive with troubled noise to take a nap, lest leaden slumber pies me down tomorrow when I should mount with wings of victory. Once more, good night, kind lords and gentlemen. And then everybody leaves except for Richmond. O thou, whose captain I account myself, look on my forces with a gracious eye. Put in their hands thy bruising irons of wrath, that they may crush down with a heavy fall the usurping helmets of our adversaries. Make us thy ministers of chastisement, that we may praise thee in thy victory. To thee I do commend my watchful soul, ere I let fall the windows of mine eyes. Sleeping and waking, O defend me still. And then he goes to sleep. So basically, it's not a very exciting monologue. He says goodnight to Stanley, tells him to go back to his camp so that he can take care of the stuff that he needs to take care of. And then he dismisses everybody else and he says a prayer. He asks for help and guidance and strength for his side. He asks God to be on his side in this whole thing. And then he goes to sleep. And then we get ghosts. Ghosts appear, but we'll get more into that tomorrow. I'll see you then.